Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on into Icarus Olympus with me, Lons. The sun is setting on yet another day and I have done a little bit of prep ready. So we've got a few mines or 2 deep mining spots to sort, but we are completely out, as always, of resources. So it is 6:40. I have one more deep mining drill, but I don't quite have what we need to finish the job. Now, let me open the map and just show you. I've marked a deep copper node, and I've searched any node that I can find all the way in this cave over here that I need to finish off. There's a few caves down here. There is a deep titanium plus a deep gold or oxide or something with it. So they're the 2 I need to set up, but I need to put these on their own grid because I went over to where we've got the water wheels, the 2, and my lights were flickering, and I was wondering what the issue was. We weren't getting much power. I've placed a 3rd water wheel, but it turns out the water wheels themselves clog up. And they clog up with these sponges, a useful herbal ingredient that holds a small amount of water. So we've got a bunch of those, and you also get dead plants, which we've chucked in here as well. I didn't know that was a thing, so we've cleared those out. So occasionally we're going to have to go over that way and get them. But we're very much trying to move on to more wind turbines, and as it stands, I've got enough. I'm trying to get 2 more to fit into the grid, but we're waiting for the carbon. So we need to go ham with bones and epoxy, which, by the way, is stupidly expensive for this stuff. So we're going to kick off some of that before we go to bed. And as always, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for taking the time. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and give the video a little like. It helps massively. I really, really appreciate you. So we're going to max out the crushed bones and then max it out again. And then we're going to get as much epoxy and this kind of queued just for now. I don't think we can fit it anyway. And we're all good. I got everything we need. I've got all my goodies. And I just want to point out that we've got the cave sickness drug in our small pouch as well. I did also make a couple of the other pouches. I've got one of each color. They don't actually, it seems, to do anything. It's a convenient 6-slot pouch for general use. Now, it just means that we can color code if we're taking some building stuff out with us or something like that is the way I see it. But we're going to sleep off this anyway. And we're going to get our booties up ready. So, first things first, carbon paste. We have it ready to smelt. What are we waiting on here? A bunch of copper, right? That'll be enough. So I'm going to move that over. And then we'll get this carbon fiber sorted. Let's also eat dinner or breakfast. We've got quite a few. I can stack 4, remember, but I can also have a drink, which makes 5. Now, what I can do is put the hot coffee in. I mean, I don't need to worry about temperatures. I'm wondering if there's anything else we want to do. Maybe the food consumption thing to make us not as hungry. And then in the canteen, I think we can straight fill this sucker up. And then we can go ahead and fill that with, what are we drinking? Cocoa. So we'll leave that running and it'll do a full canteen of cocoa there. So when we go to the snow, which we're going to have to do very soon, we'll have that all good as well. But it gives us a huge stack. Can you see all this down here? We've got so many buffs. There we go. Food consumption. Recently washed. I didn't even know that was a thing. Look at that. Small crafting boost. Plus 5% movement speed, plus 10% crafting speed, health regen, sleep quality. So if we wash just before sleep, you get even better. Anyway, we've got our carbon paste, so I should be able to make 1 wind turbine. It provides 1 750, so I'm going to connect all the way over to the copper one. At least I'll have 2 running then. So I've been using these portable beacons to mark them up if you're wondering why as well. Not forget my electric tool. Let's start this right. So I'm going to get you... You need to follow me. You do have a skill again there. Let's give you health regen and let's tell you to follow me a second. And I am going to connect all the way in to my next drill. And actually I can connect from over here anyway. All right, we are good. Let's place the next drill. So this will be drill number 2. Should have enough power on the grid to get this started. And then I'll go back down. I'm wondering if we could just kind of place these. I don't think they ever have a problem with where they're kind of placed, so it doesn't matter. We can place them all around. That's my thinking anyway, so we'll have a nice grid. I think we can have a look at the grid from here, can't we? Is there a way of seeing the full grid? I think you need a specific tool, but anyway, that's a great start. So now we've got automatic iron, automatic copper, which are 2 things that are becoming a bit of a problem. I can probably ride you back now. So I need, obviously, resources to get the next one. And I'm thinking about heading back over to where we've got the other one marked. Clear out the rest of those caves, I think. Could probably do it with this guy, to be fair. I'm quite happy with that. Let's go and start by doing that. I'm going to grab all sorts whilst I'm there. I'll start with oxide too. Now, luckily, we do have sulfur and oxide nearby for deep mining when we can afford it. I really want to get all of these set up. So it might be something I go ahead and do myself and then just show you at some point once we're ready for it. But it is really expensive, and we're getting into some of the missions where we're going to have to go into the snow. So there's quite a few chunks of that I'm going to have to sort as well. Yeah, so just over at this cave, there's only a couple of nodes I need to clear out, but here it is. Titanium and oxide in the one cave. So we could potentially run, again, these ones where they're really far away. It might be worth just running a separate grid, but travel 10 kilometers total in caves. Not bad. I'm going to just grab this titanium, though. Such a rare resource at the moment. You have to go to the new caves constantly to find it. Honestly, iron isn't that important in the caves anymore. And then the coal bits I really don't need. This one's clear. I'll probably go grab more oxide and that. I need to do separate runs. It's all stuff that just takes time. Like, for example, off camera, I do a lot of grinding for nodes anyway. You've just got to do it. It's just how it is, right? For oxide and silica, sulfur, all that sort of stuff. Every node. All right, I got a bit of a storm coming, so it's probably my cue to head home as well. Ah, flow meter, there it is. Let's grab the flow meter. Basic battery pack into advanced battery pack. I would like to get these. You can store 6 million at a rate of 10,000 per second. What's a vapor condenser too? Can be placed over enzyme geysers. Okay, we don't want that yet. Oh wow, localized terraforming device that can cause trees to regrow. Boss trackers, we don't need that. And there's this material processor, so skip straight past that windmill and we can make those in there. Foundries, electrics, so there's quite a lot. That was it. I want the electrics textiles bench. I think we've got pretty much everything for this. I really want to get to these guys. We don't have obsidian, but we should be able to make composite armor. This has great cold and heat resistance, and the full set is plus 30% health and stamina regen, which is huge. So we're going to attempt to make this guy at some point. I might slowly have to do it, but it is pretty good. So flow meter, let's craft one of those. And then electric textiles, we need steel ingots and electronics. Now, I should be able to get some of this going. I do have quite a few, so I've been doing pretty well with that. I probably need to get even more, though. One of the big ones is going to be titanium ingots, so getting that titanium drill is going to be quite a big difference. Right, we go back to this deployables, so I've got what I need. So just 2 electronics. I'm going to try and make as and when now, based on the materials. And then we're going to go electric textile bench. I'll also get my flow meter out. So, let's start with flow meter. I'm assuming you can connect this in and it will show for the whole thing. Let's just stick it here and we can connect that in. Does that work? There we go. Supply and demand. Look at that. 9,396 on the supply. Our demand is 4,750. So, actually, we could put another drill in without anything more. Really, really good to know. But we're about to use 2,500 for this electric textile bench. So let's start by getting rid of this one. And let's place this bad boy. Oh, it's big. I'm going to have to move some things around. Starting with the concrete or cement mixer. We're going to place the advanced textiles bench. That's the wrong one. God's sake. Electric. I was thinking that looked quite small. This fits in quite nicely just there. This looks awesome though. I can't lie. It looks super cool. The detail on the benches makes me really happy in this game. And cement mixer, I should probably move the biofuel, but I'm going to start going around this way. And it's a little bit further away, but that's fine. And then we'll break down the advanced. And we'll stuff this back in here. I don't need the screws. Let's put you in there. And composite, we need to make composites. So what is it for composites? I've got a feeling they're on tier 5. I see plastics from... Yeah, we're going to have to try and do oil and stuff. There's synthetics. Composite paste right there. Oh, gold ore. Right, we really need to put in a serious amount of time on some drills then. Let's unlock the composite paste. So we're going to need material processor, composite paste, 60 electronics, man. This is going to be crazy to make. I can do 14. What are we missing? Copper wire. So what I'll do is make as many as I can then. I also need to spend this titanium on titanium plates. And we'll max out copper wire. And then I should be able to, once that's done, put the rest in. I don't think we're going to have much in the way of copper, so maybe we waste some time going to do a mission. It is 2 p.m. though. Yeah, let's do it. All right, we've got Homestead. I'm not even sure what this one is.
The Assembly don't trust anyone, but they need help. Once the Assembly got Africa working together, nothing could stop them. And now, here we are. They're paying the contract, but the clock, that belongs to Icarus. So check your objectives and get going, because they'll be spinning their wheels till you do. Stay safe, friend.
If I remember this one correctly, there's a bit you've got to build. So I'm going to take a crafting bench and the fire pit. I think I've done this one. I recall maybe doing it. I'm not too sure. So let me grab some iron nails just in case as well. I have no idea. We'll take those iron ores maybe. Maybe not the ones out of there. Let's take the ones out of here, because I have no idea. And I'm going to sprint over there just to unlock exactly what it's asking for. Where's my mower? Hello. Now, hopefully I can build this one out of wood. So I'll just chop some trees when I get there. Hey, you know what? On the mower, it's really not that far. So if we have to go back and forth a couple of times, it's really not a problem. Wants us to build at the top here. It's actually a really nice location. Craft and deploy a decoration bench. Alright, it doesn't actually say how big. I don't know what kind of size we'll go for here. Alrighty, let's start. So we'll go with maybe a... Right, I want some of these. Let's get 8 of those. Let's go with 6 floor pieces. 1 of those. I need multiple roofs. 8 of those. And I'm going to start deploying these. So I'm assuming it can be anywhere around here. Right, is this going to be big enough? Potentially. I don't care if they're backwards or not. It really doesn't matter. So just need a bit of fiber as well. I got my door and my roof pieces. Bop. Oh, that. Not that happy. I don't think it's going to break, but... Oh, I know. We're going to need 2 little of these guys just outside. Because as soon as I put that roof piece down, it's not going to like it. So just in case, we'll stick those in. Right, cabin is done. I hope they're okay with it in wood. Right, decoration bench. Is that done here? I don't even think I've got that unlocked. There it is. 1 decoration bench. So 12 stone, a bit of leather. I don't know whether it's easier to go back and just do this. All right, luckily there's a few bits of wildlife down here, so it should be nice and easy for us to get what we need. I got everything for the decoration bench. I'm just going to place it down. I'll probably ride home, craft it all back at home, to be fair. I could do some decorations at home as well. All right, we have the decoration bench. There we go. I should be able to see now. Rustic large table, rustic bookshelf. Oh, you know what? I brought the iron nails. I might be able to do it here. So let's do large table. I don't know if I'll fit these in. Rustic bookshelf. I need a bunch of wood. I'm going to have to pick up the fireplace too. It's going to take up too much room. I'm just honestly going to cram it all in. It says fireplace, man. Am I going to get a fireplace? And I haven't even got that unlocked. 4 nightstands as well. Now, I do have a... I've got no food, but I do have a bed with me. So worst case is I can just quickly sleep here. Right, 1 bookshelf. I've got the chairs as well. 3-seater couch. I want a 2-seater and a 3-seater, which is going to be fiber and sticks again. Holy crap. These are quite easy to make though, this stuff, to be honest. It's all really easy ingredients from out here. I'm going to put the chairs around the table properly, but I'm going to put them all one side just to make sure they fit. 3-seater. It's kind of nice. A 2-seater. Stick that next to it. 2 rustic beds. Have we got everything we need for a rustic bed? Ah, we need more fur. Rustic Icarus statues as well. Ah, coppering. Right, I need to go back. I'm back at home. I have slept it off. Now, the worst part is I don't think I have any copper ore at home. I've turned it all into copper wire. I might have some somewhere. I'm just double checking. But I can run off to the mine at least to go grab that. Now, I could craft up what we need from here anyway and just take it over. I might just do that as we've got it. At least some of it anyway. So I can do fireplace. Probably should do a chimney cap just to make it look nice. Take you 2 with me. Then we need 2 rustic beds. Rustic Icarus statues, which was fur. Grab a bit of that. rustic nightstands will be easy enough, and then rustic beds were with the fur, weren't they? So all I need is some copper ore. You know what? I'm just going to make a decoration bench myself. Let's just do it. It is much easier to get it all done here, and then we'll go back. Right, decorations probably come this way. So 2 rustic beds. Then we need rustic Icarus statues is the copper ore, isn't it? 1 fireplace I have got. And rustic nightstands. I need 4 of those. So nightstands, fireplace, rustic Icarus statues just needs that and the 2 rustic beds. So Kevin, quickly to the copper. I grabbed the iron on the way through. We had about 500 sat in there, so that was really nice. I'm hoping... Well, how long have we been going for? Probably about an hour since I kind of put this in. So we should have a little bit here. Anyway, is the copper 3 per hour as well? I'm not too sure. 118, not too bad. And there's my 10 copper ore. This is great. I do think getting one of each drill down is going to save so much time. So we need 2 of these. Yeah, and that'll kind of give us everything we need to get going. At least with the copper and iron, every time I'm out mining the others, I don't really need to grab those so much, so I can focus on the other ones. But anyway, let's double check. So we've got statues, fireplace. Don't need this fire pit, so let's get rid of that. 2 beds, 4 nightstands. So 4 things, wasn't it? And statues. Bed, statues, fireplace, nightstand. Bed, statues, fireplace, nightstands. Cool, let's head on over. Go on, Kevin. Although I think you've had a level up. Nice. You get your stamina regen up super high. Oh god, we got severe winds here. I think my rustic cabin might not survive this one. Oh, we're here anyway, so turn the light and it's kind of cozy. So fireplace snaps. Let's put you there. This is why I want the chimney cap. It does snap to the top and it looks pretty awesome, to be honest. Right, we got to find a spot for 2 beds. Let's get 1. I might be able to squeeze 2 in there. If not, we'll get a couple of nightstands at least. Anyway, yeah, the other bed can go here. Nothing too fancy here. The coziness bonus will be quite nice in here, though. And if you didn't know, these rustic nightstands, I believe, actually are small storage as well. Look. And 2 Icarus statues can just go on the table. Oh my god, this one is falling apart. I did it.
That's everything.
I did it.
You did it, and lived to tell the tale. Which is more than a lot.
Oh my god, a tree fell on the base, look.
Because they're dead.
Holy moly, let's get out of here.
The assembly are going to appreciate this. And pay well.
Alright, I did run home. The amount of copper we need now for copper wire is pretty immense. Now, I've managed to get to 28 electronics. I think I'm going to have to go to the caves and just clear them. And we're going to need to do some new ones. So I'm going to make sure everything is good, and we'll go ahead and do that. So food and drink wise, we are absolutely fine. I got everything we need. I think pickaxe probably needs repairing. Nothing else though. We should be absolutely fine. So for our area, I think the best we're going to do is down this way, because I know there's a few caves in there. There's Snow has got caves as well. I also haven't cleared caves at this end. I know there's one at the top by this person. I've pretty much done all the other ones. So I think we're going to set course for this end, and we're going to get straight to it. Although, I want to check how much that severe winds damaged this. 79%, that's not ideal. That was a really bad storm, but the 3-day forecast, we're expecting more. That was a severe windstorm, which really is bad. Right, there's our first one, dead ahead. I'm hoping we can come out with some decent stuff. I don't know what level these ones are, so... What is this? This looks different. Get ready, though. It's level 1. Most likely wormy boys, though. Yep, just the 3 usually in these ones, so that should be fine. I only care about getting my arrow back. We'll completely clear this one out. I need everything it has to offer. Getting a lot of exotics out of these at least, though. Level 41 as well. Right, that one's completely done. Let me just see where I am on the map. I'm pretty sure there's another one right there. I was wrong. Let's move forward then. It's actually down over this way. Here we are. Right, this looks good. Another small one. We'll get some more exotics in here. That'd be nice. No exotics, but the good news is there's more gold. There's so much gold we're going to need. This one has a bit more copper in, which is nice. I got room for like a little bit more, so I'm just going to take the last bit of iron in here. We may as well go home after this because I am completely full, and the bird can't hold much. That's 2 caves, though. I can come back. It really doesn't take that long to run over, but this should be enough to get us moving somewhat. I'll take whatever until I am completely full, though. I need 600 iron out of this expedition. There we go. There's the hall right there. Let's, I could probably consume that and fit some more stuff in. Yeah, I don't need the coal. That is literally it. So let's head on home. It's almost, again, another day. And I think I'll take a bit of time just to do quite a bit of it off camera as well. But I'm really gunning for that 60 electronics, you know. Alrighty, back at home. So I think what I'm going to do is not smelt the gold. I'll smelt up a bit of iron. But then we'll also get our hands on some steel bloom. As well as much of this. I need to get a bunch of bones as well. Our first box is pretty damn full though. So let's send these away. And probably get some more stuff done. Again, I don't want to use the gold ore. I should probably do a separate silica storage. And then coal as well. I didn't mean to do that. And coal as well. Right, 2 more for now. I'll chuck these over this way. And we'll stuff silica in one. I'll put coal in the other. I'll move all of the ores over, I think. But at least we'll have some room then. We're doing pretty well on exotics too. Let's send our other ones away. And you know what? I might request something from the station. We've got a lot of points we've accrued. And I think I've earned myself something. And I might go for more utility more than anything else. Because obviously I don't need the weapons yet. I don't want to spend too much. But this is looking much nicer. There's still a lot of back and forth I need to do, but let's do that as something for right now. We got a good mission done today. I'll also start the next mission. So we've got Dry Run or Ice Storm. They both unlock different things. Oh no, we've got Forsaken here. What is Forsaken? Let's see that.
The Assembly don't trust anyone, but they need help. If you're looking for some quick cash, this could be the one. Looks simple enough.
All right.
Working with the Assembly's a smart bet, and they're moving faster than anyone out here. They're paying the contract, but the clock, that belongs to Icarus. So check your objectives and get going, because they'll be spinning their wheels till you do. Stay safe, friend.
Will do, Sol. Thank you very much. Right, I want to do a request equipment, so let's come. What have I got? Animal health bar module. We don't need that. I've got survival. No, I don't need any of that. So let's go to the workshop and let's see. There's some pretty cool suits. I don't think I need any of that though. Gadgets. We've got workshop repair kit, fire whacker, deep mining ore scanner. What about armors? Maybe I go for an armor. Wow, 25% yield from mining. That's incredible. Wear rate of pickaxes as well. Wow, there's some really cool armors, man. I do like the idea of having some creatures as well though. Look at this. I can get some chicks. The farming ones. These like the seed packs, are they? Don't need any of that. There is so much, man. I do think the armors might be the play, but I don't want to unlock this one. I actually want this one here, I think. I'm just looking at the physical resistance slightly better, but this wear rate, then getting across to this one, projectile damage, melee damage, and stealth damage. What about if we keep going? Sprint speed? They're getting really expensive over here, though. Tamed creature maximum health. And what's this one? Wound duration, bacteria affliction duration. So it's like a medical one. They look so much cooler though. Stamina regen and weight capacity is pretty good. I feel like the damage one could be a great one to go for. I really don't know if I can afford it though. I've only got 360 exotics, so the crafting is also another cost. I'll try. I've got enough for a couple of pieces, right? So let's get the main ones. So I've only got 10 exotics now, so I've got 3 pieces. So I need another 90 exotics. What the hell is the biolab? Buy legendary license. 15,000 gives me a legendary license. 1 legendary license. Look at this. Kinetic rifle. Oh my god, I haven't ever spent too much time on these. Right, we're going to request some... We're going to request these 3. They're actually really good. If you stack these stats, even without the armor set, there's a really good damage and stuff. It's a fighting one. So we're going to go ahead and take those. It's what we do all the work for, right? And we'll take these guys. So if we put these on then, I'm going to look at the stats as I do it. Yeah, stamina regen goes up big time. Look at this. We take basically half damage and cold and heat resistance 58%. And it looks kind of cool. Take a look at ourselves here. Yeah, I'm starting to actually look at the part here. So quite happy with that. That's a good start. So before we disappear, let me just stuff these in there. Don't need you anymore. We are going to take... Well, firstly, what do we need? Gold wire for electronics as well. So I'm going to need a bunch more. I need probably a deep gold deposit as well. So I might spend a bit of time off camera just getting ready for some deep mines. But we've got some to make gold wire. We need a bunch of this anyway, so I may as well get that in. And I'm just going to have a quick look. I think organic res, yeah, that's pretty much it. The electronics aren't too bad to craft, actually. And all of that silica ore that I got, we can make a bunch more carbon paste. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with everything I've got. Because we are getting into needing a bit of this. Well, that didn't go very far. Aluminium, man, that's crazy. Completely out of that. So I think we're going to have to smelt up our aluminium that we got too. There isn't too much of it. Good news is it's 1-to-1. So we get 86 aluminium ingots. Oh, we've got loads in here, actually. Let's take these out. What am I on about? And we'll max out. That's a good amount of carbon paste for now, I think. Now, just know that each carbon paste we do takes the epoxy as well. Epoxy's fine. The only issue is we've got loads of sulfur if we want to do it with that. Is the crushed bone. One thing I'm thinking is if we go to the desert, we might be able to get ourselves a mammoth tusk. There's also elephant tusks. If we can get any of those, we'll be laughing. So I think we've got to maybe sparingly do the carbon paste as and when we need it. And then I'm going to get a bunch of steel bloom done. That's everything we need for this, at least, though. It's actually quite cheap. So I was having a look. The deployable itself here is just those electronics and aluminium ingots now. So if we max that out, we take some of these for ourselves. We have a look. Well, 9 more. Yeah, we're nearly there. So I need 12 electronics. What do I need now? Copper wire again. Crazy, man. Determined to get this one down before we finish. And there we have it. Oh, queuing those up, and we've got this machine done. This is 1,500 electricity itself as well, but I think that is huge. And once again, all electronics gone. 60 electronics that was. It's really small though. Let's move this over here now so I can get it on the grid then. So this thing then can make is this thing much quicker? So I think we just get rid of this now. I'll keep it as a backup maybe to do the crushed bone, but I do want to test the speed of it. Right, let's do a bunch of epoxy from our sulfur then. Here we go. Oh yes, look at the speed of that sucker. Right, let's put in our talent point as well. I'll probably come into combat and I'll keep going down this way because we want to get the wear rate of the firearm sorted. I think it's great that we have that. And then one final thing in the tech tree. Let's get rid of that. We are going to come on in and we need to actually, you know what? We're not going to unlock anything else. We need drills. So the main things we're going to have to focus on, again, titanium ingot actually. Wow, that's going to be a problem. Right, how much titanium did we bring back with us? Got a little bit. Let's also queue that up. Platinum I don't need yet. So I'm going to aim for the titanium drill next. And we have enough on our grid to get it done. So we're nearly there. I just need 8 titanium ingots, which we have. So we've got a copper wire. Holy moly, man. Okay, lots to do, but I'll grind all that out anyway. It is nighttime. Guys, that's going to be where I end this one out. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. It's been awesome. Thank you for spending the time. Hit the thumbs up for me. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.